Hello, I am Dr. Sophia Grace, a men's health specialist with over 30 years of experience. Throughout my career, I have met many couples who shared with me about their intimacy. And there is one thing that I have noticed over and over again, that most men often overlook an important gland, a woman's breasts. You may be surprised to know that most men spend less than 2 minutes paying attention to breasts during intimacy. Yet this is an area filled with thousands of nerve endings, directly connected to the pleasure center in the brain. For many women, the right touch not only sparks arousal, but can also become a powerful source of pleasure, even leading to orgasm. More importantly, breasts are not only a place that brings sensation, but also a symbol of trust, of emotional bonding between two people. That is why today, I want to accompany you to explore the art of touching breasts, an aspect that seems simple but has the power to transform the entire intimate experience. When you know how to combine science with finesse, you will realize that just one right touch, one synchronized breath, or one gentle whisper can turn that moment into an unforgettable memory for both. So how do we turn this forgotten land into an emotional bridge, bringing deeper connection in your intimate life? Let's step into this journey right now. My dear friend, in every intimate exploration, the most important thing is not technique or duration, but consent. Many men often think they know exactly what women like, but the truth is that every body, every feeling is different. Therefore, the very first step to creating a fulfilling experience is to ask and to listen. A short but sincere question such as, "Do you like me to touch more gently or more firmly?" can open up an entire dialogue of trust. When a woman feels respected and has the right to choose, her nervous system will relax, stress hormones will decrease, and pleasure can truly blossom. This is not only physical closeness, but also a spiritual connection, as if you are handing her the map to guide the way. To make this process easier, you can apply a simple code like green light, yellow light, red light. Green means continue, yellow means slow down, and red means stop immediately. This way is both subtle and helps both avoid misunderstandings. Do not forget to observe natural signals from her breathing, her eyes, or how her body leans towards you, because sometimes body language speaks louder than words. What I want you to remember is, consent is not a procedure. It is the foundation. When there is consent, every touch becomes safe, every action becomes meaningful, and both can step into the journey of exploration without any barriers. Have you ever imagined that the human body is like a symphony? No symphony ever begins with a climax, but always needs an overture to awaken emotions. In intimacy, it is the same. If you want breasts to truly become a source of pleasure, you must begin slowly, step by step, like gently waking the body from a peaceful sleep. Instead of going straight to the center, start with the surrounding areas. Try placing your warm hands on the collarbone, shoulders, neck, or upper chest, then slowly move down the sides. This is the way to help her body gradually get used to the rhythm, shifting from defense to reception. At that moment, every touch will no longer feel sudden or ticklish, but will gradually become a signal that stirs arousal. Science has proven that the skin around the breasts contains countless sensory receptors. When stimulated properly, will send strong signals to the brain, especially the pleasure control centers. Slow warm-up not only increases skin sensitivity, but also helps the body release endorphins, the hormones that make people feel happy and relaxed. You can also add gentle kisses on her neck, jaw, or shoulders. The movement from outside to inside is like opening up layers of emotion one by one. The key is to maintain a steady rhythm so she has time to savor every moment. Remember, when you warm up slowly, you are not only touching her body, you are planting seeds of trust and deeper connection. My dear friend, your hands are the first and also the strongest tool in the art of touching. But what matters is not how many times you touch, but the way you convey messages through every movement. A hurried touch easily creates a careless feeling, but a full embrace, a tender hold, can make her feel cherished and truly desired by you. Start by using your whole palm to embrace her breasts instead of focusing only on your fingertips. The weight of your palm brings warmth and security, like protective arms. When you combine holding, supporting, and gentle caressing, you create a balance between safety and stimulation. Many women describe this sensation as a whisper of, "I want you," not in words, but in the tenderness of every action. Scientifically, firm and rhythmic touches stimulate sensory nerves under the skin, releasing oxytocin, the hormone often called the bonding hormone. Oxytocin not only enhances closeness, but also reduces stress, allowing mind and body to harmonize more easily. Do not forget to observe her reactions. If her breath deepens, her body leans toward you, or soft sounds escape, that is the signal you are going the right way. But if there is withdrawal or tension, adjust your pace and pressure immediately. Remember, your hands are not only to touch her body, but to send messages of love. When you know how to cherish instead of rushing, you open up a space of trust where emotions are free to bloom. If the breasts are the doorway to arousal, then the areola and nipples are the keys. Many men often focus only on the nipples, but in fact, the areola, the darker circle surrounding, contains a dense system of nerves, sometimes even more sensitive than the sensor itself. When you know how to combine both, her experience will become more complete and profound. Instead of the areola as a calm lake, instead of applying strong pressure right away, let small ripples spread gradually. You can use your fingertips to draw slow circles or gently press and release, creating a rhythm of half touch, half withdrawal. Anticipation itself is the catalyst that makes sensations stronger. When moving to the nipples, the most important thing is to treat them like a volume dial, not an on-off switch. Begin very lightly, like touching with a feather, then gradually increase pressure according to her response. You can try rolling the nipples gently between thumb and forefinger, or pressing quickly, then releasing, creating stimulation that is surprising yet safe. Science shows that when the areola and nipples are stimulated, the brain activates areas related to pleasure, similar to when the clitoris is stimulated. This explains why some women can reach orgasm simply from proper care in this region. What you must remember is to always observe signals, rapid breathing, body leaning toward you, or soft moans. Those are green lights to go further. In contrast, any sign of stiffness or discomfort is a reminder to adjust immediately. You may think that creating pleasure requires complex techniques, but sometimes just your breath and your voice are enough to make the moment different. These are the simplest tools you always carry, free but with the power to amplify emotions beyond any gesture. Start with breathing. When you adjust your breathing to be deep and slow, in sync with hers, both bodies naturally enter a state of relaxation. Exhaling a little longer not only helps you control your own arousal, but also creates safety and gentleness for her. Research shows that when two people synchronize their breathing, emotional connection increases, as if hearts and minds are speaking to each other. Along with breathing, your voice is a powerful catalyst. A whispered compliment, a short question like, "Do you want it gentler here?" can make her feel your care and full presence. Keep your voice low, warm, not rushed. Words do not need to be long, but must be sincere and clear. In fact, international surveys reveal that when women receive genuine compliments during intimacy, arousal levels can increase by about 30%. This shows that emotions and the body are always connected. Therefore, remember that you do not only touch with your hands or lips, but also with every breath and every word. When these two tools are used at the right time, you create a space where both body and soul are indulged. Your lips are among the most sensitive natural tools you possess. When used properly, they not only bring softness and warmth, but also arouse deeper pleasure than any fingers could. This is why in many cultures, kissing is always considered an important beginning, and in intimacy, lips can become a powerful bridge connecting two bodies. Begin slowly. Do not rush straight to the nipples. Instead, let your warm breath brush across the areola, creating anticipation full of excitement. Then, use your tongue to draw small circles, moving gently from outside to inside. Only when she shows readiness should you place your lips directly on the nipples and try simple actions such as licking or gently sucking. What matters most is the level. Many men make the mistake of being too rough, creating pain instead of arousal. Scientifically, the nipple area has a high density of nerve endings, so just light suction is enough to send stimulating signals to the brain. In fact, MRI studies have shown that when nipples are stimulated, the brain reacts similarly to when the genitals are stimulated. If she desires stronger sensations, increase intensity gradually, but always observe her body signals. A soft moan, a quickened breath is a green light. In contrast, any tightening or discomfort is a reminder to slow down. When your lips blend with patience and listening, each drop of sensation becomes a flowing bond, making her feel truly cherished in every moment. If you only focus on one area, the experience may feel limited. But when you combine breasts with the clitoris, you open up a powerful formula that multiplies pleasure. This is not only personal experience, but has been proven by international surveys. Results show that most women achieve the most reliable orgasms with regular clitoral stimulation. And when this is combined with touching or kissing breasts, the orgasm rate increases significantly, even doubling for some. Scientifically, both breasts and the clitoris are areas with thousands of nerve endings, directly connected to the brain's pleasure centers. When these two sources of stimulation occur simultaneously, the brain receives resonant signals, like two instruments playing together in a symphony. This combination makes sensations intense, spreading through the body instead of being localized. You can do this by using your mouth or hands on the breasts, while the other hand or a small device maintains steady rhythm at the clitoris. The key is to maintain consistency, not changing too many elements at once, so the brain can focus and feelings can build gradually. When you coordinate harmoniously, you will realize breasts are no longer secondary, but a perfect piece that ignites pleasure and strengthens emotional connection. That is the true power of this combination. The human body responds strongly to changes in temperature. Just a small difference between hot and cold can create new sensations, making moments unforgettable. When you apply this principle in intimacy, especially on breasts, you will notice a clear difference. Imagine a cool breath softly brushing across the areola, followed immediately by a warm palm embracing the breasts. This contrast awakens nerve receptors under the skin, sending powerful signals to the brain, sharpening sensation. Scientifically, changes in temperature activate thermosensitive ion channels, making the brain process pleasure signals more intensely. In addition to temperature, some supportive tools can also bring unique experiences. Gentle suction cups, cushioned nipple accessories, or warm massage oils are safe options if used properly. The key is to always start at the lowest setting, limit time, and observe body responses. If pain, numbness, or color changes appear, stop immediately to avoid injury. What matters is prioritizing quality and comfort. Choose products designed safely for skin and body, not unknown sources. And remember, tools are only catalysts, while emotions and connection are the true deciding factors. When you combine temperature and tools skillfully, the experience will not only bring physical pleasure, but also become a joyful adventure that helps both grow closer and more understanding. After the age of 50, a man's body enters a stage of significant change. Many men begin to notice reduced stamina, longer recovery times after intimacy, and sometimes erections that are not as strong as before. This is not a sign of weakness, but a natural result of aging, as the cardiovascular, hormonal, and nervous systems all decline. Understanding this mechanism will help you take better care of yourself. One crucial scientific factor is vascular health. After 50, blood vessels often lose elasticity, reducing blood flow to the genitals, making it harder to maintain erection. To support this, many studies have shown that natural compounds such as pomegranate extract or pine bark extract can improve endothelial function, increase vasodilation, and improve circulation. At the same time, balancing male hormones is key. Testosterone after 50 usually declines by about 1% each year, affecting desire, energy, and even sleep quality. Some traditional herbs such as fenugreek or ashwagandha have been noted for supporting the body in maintaining healthy hormonal signals, thereby improving mood and vitality. It is important to note that modern science shows lifestyle determines up to 70% of sexual health after 50. Regular exercise, a diet rich in fiber and omega-3, and stress control are the most powerful natural medicines. When you take care of your body from within, you are not only protecting long-term health, but also maintaining confidence and performance in intimate moments. And that is the most precious gift for both you and your partner. My dear friend, the journey we have just gone through does not stop at techniques or small tips to refresh intimacy. More importantly, it is about the way you are present, listening, and cherishing the body and emotions of the woman by your side. Breasts, often seen as secondary land, actually carry great power to connect, to spark joy, and to nurture love. After 50, both men and women must face changes in their bodies. But instead of seeing them as obstacles, you can absolutely turn them into opportunities to learn how to care, understand, and renew love. A slow touch, a sincere compliment, or a synchronized breath sometimes has more value than anything complex. Because true intimacy does not lie in strength or speed, but in sincerity and full presence. What I want you to remember is this: you do not need to be perfect. You only need to be there, patient and willing to let her body guide the way. When you combine the finesse of your hands, the warmth of your breath, and the understanding from your heart, each moment will become a beautiful memory, helping both bond more deeply through the years. See every intimacy not only as physical satisfaction, but as an opportunity to renew love, to affirm that age cannot stop passion and connection. And when you achieve that, breasts will no longer be a forgotten area, but will become a symbol of bonding and lasting happiness.